Hello everyone, and as you may tell from the title of this video, I am talking about quite a serious topic, yet I'm still smiling about it, and this will come obvious very soon as to why I am. First, let me set the scene. As most of you know, I did a couple of videos with my friend Zach a few months ago called the What's in My Mouth Challenge, one on my channel, one on his channel, and it had a lot of positive response. But a few weeks ago, someone came across Zach's video and decided to respectfully express how they felt about gay people. Snippets include things like gay people are deluded when it comes to God, gay people will not inherit the kingdom of God, God is homophobic, you will not go to heaven, the word perverted means you, and so on. This video is not an attack on Christianity or any other religion. I know a lot of Christians in my life. I even have a very close friend who is also a Christian, and my experience of them is quite the opposite, particularly the group of Christians that I met and went out with in Texas of all places were the opposite of this guy. He's using his religious beliefs to reinforce his own fears, insecurities and hatreds. You can go and read all the comments on Zach's video, but what I want to focus on here is the way that Zach and I responded to these comments. We really didn't give a shit. Zach said to him, "Some lovely language there, thank you for watching," and that set him off on another rant about not being a king, to which I responded with, "Well, we're considered queens anyway, and I'm pretty happy with that title." And apparently I'm on a highway to hell, and I simply just acknowledge the fact that Highway to Hell is a good song from AC/DC. This brings me to the crux of my video, is the way that Zach and I dealt with it. We just laughed at it all. I very much believe that words only have as much power as you give them. However, I also understand that feeling one experiences where you just want to add fire to the fire, because things like this can be really upsetting and you just get really angry and you want to make a stand. People watching this who may experience homophobia in the future, or any form of discrimination really, don't sink to their level. More often than not, they are showing this behaviour due to their own insecurities and fears, and largely has absolutely nothing to do with you. You're just an outlet. Also, just put the situation in a bit of context. First, they are sitting behind a computer screen. They don't know you personally, they don't know you emotionally, they have no connection to you whatsoever apart from the internet. You are an unknown soul to them, and there is no immediate threat in their surroundings. It is a lot easier to type something than to say something face to face to someone. And second, prejudice, fear and hatred are learned behaviours. When a child is born, they are a blank canvas. They are not born with prejudices and fears and politics or opinions. They have to be learned, which means that what they are saying to you is nothing fundamentally wrong with you. It is something fundamentally wrong with them. Also, laughing at these sort of things returns the power and confidence to you, and it teaches you not to engage with trolls on the internet that have no connection to you and are not going to add or take away any value to your life. It also teaches you to respect yourself instead of constantly measuring yourself against what others think. So to give you another example, the film X-Men Days of Future Past was just released recently in cinemas, but several months ago they released the first trailer to this film, and I decided to leave a comment. Now, in this trailer, and with pretty much every other piece of marketing material Fox have released for the film, they have showed a shot of Hugh Jackman without a top on. Now, for a start, it doesn't matter if you're attracted to men, women, or both. Anyone can take a step back, look at Hugh Jackman and go, he is a f***ing attractive human being. His gender has nothing to do with it. I bet Hugh Jackman wakes up in the morning, looks in the mirror and goes, "Fuck me, I'm attractive." Now, on this trailer, I wrote the comment, "I very much enjoyed the part where Hugh Jackman was topless." Several weeks later, someone decided to respond to my comment, simply writing, "fag." I personally hate the term faggot, really hate it, and when I read this comment, my initial reaction was just to get filled with anger and write a scathing response, but I stopped myself, and I did not want to sink to his level, and I knew that's the response that he wanted. And also, based on what I've just said about Hugh Jackman, he must have some serious issues if he can't see the fact that he's attractive. Well, I simply responded with, "You know it, wink face." I diffused the situation. Again, words only have as much power as you give them. And look, they are not here in my life. So why do I care about them? Now, of course, what if this happens in person? Admittedly, this is a much more difficult situation. This just fell off. In person, it is much more difficult to deal with, and sometimes you don't know how to deal with it. But yes, this has happened to me. Not actually in regards to homophobic comments, but in regards to my weight. When I was younger, I was actually quite overweight, and on the way home on the bus once, I got bullied for it. A certain individual, much older than me I might add, decided to take certain delicacies and throw them in front of me or wave them in front of me saying, oh, you should eat this because you're fat, or you're fat enough that you'll be able to fit it in. Oh no, wait, don't eat this, you're too fat, you'll just get even fatter. And when you're on the school bus, you can't really go anywhere, and this is before the days where every child had mobile phones, so I couldn't call anyone. I just had to sit there. But as I began to ignore him, he began to disappear. And eventually he stopped. And when I got home, that's when I was able to bawl my eyes out. Now, luckily for me, I have the best mother in the world, and she sorted that shit right out. Pretty sure she gave this teenager a verbal colonoscopy over the phone. And look, sometimes these situations, there's not a lot you can do. Silence is honestly the best tool that I've found, but what you need to remember is you will come out a stronger person on the other side, and they will not. And that's all that really matters. Just make sure you are happy with yourself. Don't ever let someone else define who you are. Don't ever measure yourself against another person, because no matter how much you try, you cannot be that other person. You are you. And just to link back to my original point about homophobia and any form of discrimination, it is likely got to do with their own insecurities and nothing to do with you. A friend and YouTuber, Angry Aussie, who you may have seen in some of my vlogs on my vlogging channel, said something recently that it really rings true, and it's kind of funny. Homophobic people actually think about gay sex more than gay people do. I'll let you read into that one any way you like. And that's not me sitting here telling them that they're gay, because even if they are, that's fine. It's more the denial of it, and the fact that they have to make other people feel shit in order to make themselves feel better and keep pushing it away. And if you have any other ways of dealing with discrimination, I'm not the answer to all of this, please write them in the comments below. This should be an open community where people can share their thoughts, feelings and experiences, and if you are someone that has a criticism, that's totally fine. Just make sure that it is constructive and respectful. Two things before I go. As I just mentioned about 30 seconds ago, I have a vlogging channel, a second channel, and if you click my face right now, you can see my daily vlogs, which are being uploaded several times a week. They're not every day, but I'm currently over in the United States on a film set and going to Canada, New York City and VidCon, and you probably don't want to miss out on that, so click there, go and have a look at it. Second, don't forget to check out the Possible campaign and make a pledge to the film Tin Man, which I'm a co-producer on, and if you make a pledge, you can get stuff. So it's not like you're just throwing away money, you're actually buying like memorabilia for the film. That's cool. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. I tried to make it a little bit more lively and not just this dull, serious video, but that's also due to the point that I was making throughout the whole thing, is that homophobia, don't make it dull. Just, who cares about these f***ing people? Until next time, that's a wrap. Uru.